back up a little bit. Good morning, Alexandra. What's up? Okay, let's move our hip this way, full circles. Other direction. Today's punch block series, great class, all survival mindset. Good, arms all the way up. Full range. Nice. Other direction, come forward. Good. Full reach. Nice, other arm. Other way, come forward. Hey, what's up? Welcome back. Good. Excellent. Okay, break your fall, go down. Lay in your back, legs. Legs spinning inward. Yep. Yeah, good point. They're spinning outward from the inside out. Now outside in. Switch directions. Very slow. This one's harder, really hard actually. Feet going inward, inside. Nice. Good. Okay, lay on your back, bridge your hips up. Hold your hips up. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna shrimp out the opposite. I'm gonna turn my shoulders with my hips up and then shoot my hips out. Let's see if you can do that all the way out. Yes, and then bring it back with your hips up again. And then turn on your other shoulder and then your hips out. Boom, and then drop and then reset. Hips up, and then shrimp out. Boom, each time your hips shoot out and come back up to the bridge. And hips out, boom. You slide down. Excellent, now let's do some bridges. Reach across, touch the mat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Big your hips up, reach and touch. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, good. Very nice. Now we're gonna sit up, hands and feet on the ground. Step through, put your leg out, and then come back and go the other way.
And if you're having a hard time with this, you can just rest your foot here.
Your hip can touch the
Come
ground.
back up, and you can just kind of touch your leg.
If you can, keep your hips in the air. If you want to try that, you can, or hips on the ground, either one. 2, 3.
Go as slow as you need.
7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Now we're sitting down, both hands down, folded legs. We'll do our jump ups. We're gonna jump up, straight back. Switch around, face the other way, please, don't hit me here. Jump straight back and get up in base. Nice. Big jump back. Yep. Back down. So look, wherever your legs are folded, hands go down behind your body, and you jump behind your hands, not in front. You jump back. Go ahead, jump back. And then reset, come on in. Nice. Let's do 3 more, go. Jump back. Nice, Stephanie, good, coming back. 2 more. Back. Hands down, jump back. Good, other side. Switch your legs the other way. Put your hands on the other side and jump back, go. Jump. 2. Jump. 3. 2 more. Jump. 4. Nice. Last jump, big jump. 5. Nice, beautiful. All right. Excellent work, guys. So today's technique, punch block series. It's a ground lesson. Interestingly, last class was all standing, right?
Last class was all standing, yes.
Yeah, last class was all standing. Today's class is all ground. And it's not normal that that's the case, but these two classes, it is the case. And it's because the meat of today's class is so substantial. There's so much content in this one survival concept of the guard survival punch block series that we need the time for it.
We do. Yeah, so let's talk about the context of this. So we always refer back to our 4 phases of a potential assault, right? Phase 1 is to identify an unsuspecting target. Phase 2 is to subdue and isolate the target. Phase 3 would be, once that target is isolated, to control and exhaust the target on the ground. And then phase 4 would be to carry out the assault. So today is the phase 3 focus. And the idea is that regardless of how we get there, you know, someone grabs you, maybe we aren't able to escape and we fall to the ground and we end up on the ground. Now, 2 positions, right? One, Henner could be on top of my hips, and that would be the mount position, or
where my legs are around her body.
Right, or he could end up in what we call the guard position, where my legs are around his. So we're gonna focus on the guard today. And the main focus right now is survival. That's what this class is about, because the worst thing that could possibly happen from here is that because of the advantage that Henner has and the distance he has from here, that he just basically starts throwing strikes and renders me unconscious, and then I can't fight from there, right? So this is all about what do we do when someone's trying to strike us from this position, from the guard position?
And natural would be to cover up or to turn and turn away and try to get up.
Yeah.
And now, boom, boom, they still have advantage because I'm controlling the distance. So the question is, how can Eve control the distance even from beneath? And that's today's topic of discussion. So as I come in, watch what she does. Boom, she's here tight. Boom. And then we're back to stage 1. So Eve is managing the distance. No matter where my body goes, she's always managing the distance. And we start with stage 1 discussion. And then we have 5 total stages we're gonna cover today. Solo, it's gonna be very fun and productive. And then we can put it all together in a fun game at the end of class. But to play the game at the end, you have to know all 5 stages by name and by technique and by number. So we're gonna learn those now.
So we start with stage 1. This is the closest stage, and likely gonna be the one that's most counterintuitive. But look at what happens here. So I'm controlling Henner's head and his arm, and probably most importantly, look at my legs. They're around his torso, controlling here, right? So what Henner would like is that perfect distance to be able to land a strike, but this is not an ideal distance for striking. It's so close. So we've got his head controlled and his arm controlled. Now there's a couple things that Henner could do to mess this up for me, right? Number 1 is that he could potentially push off my body, swim inside, push off, and now he's got that distance again. So we want to prevent that, and we do that by once he swims, watch, as he swims inside my arm, he pushes off my chest, watch my arm. It comes in, and I always swim back up and over. I always want his arm underneath my armpit here. Okay, so let's show that again. Look, he swims in, and he pushes off. Watch his hand. It goes down like almost to my pocket, and then it swims up towards my head, and then I wrap it back over. Okay, so that's what we call so on the side of the arm, right, the arm side swim, that we just swim the arm here. Now the challenge is if he does the same thing on the head, the side that I'm hugging the head, and I go to swim, when I do that, I've lost his head, and now I've lost the distance control, and now he can go back to striking. So if he swims on the side of the head, watch what I do first. Before I swim, look, I hand off the head with the other arm, and now the hand comes in, I come up and over, and I'm biting his arm in the armpit here. So now we're back to stage 1. So now he's swimming on the head side. Look, hand off the head, arm comes down to the pocket, swims up, and I bring him back in. Okay, so I'm controlling the head and controlling the arm here. Anything else here?
No, pretty solid. So the swimming, the guard, stage 1. So handing off the head, always keeping control of the head. If I swim on the strong side right here, she just swims direct. If I swim on the weak side, she hands it off and she goes. So doing it solo, watch how Eve does it solo. Everyone lay down and kind of check the camera right here. Make sure you can see her while she sees you.
Am I in a good position here?
Yeah, perfect. Lock them up.
So we're gonna be here in stage 1. So
everyone lay down solo and try this.
And you've got one arm hugging the head and the other arm hugging their arm, so low. One elbow should be kind of low to the ground, one elbow should be high here, okay? Now we're gonna swim on the side. First, we're gonna swim on the side of the arm, okay? So assuming that they're pushing up, watch my arm. It goes down to my pocket, it comes up, and then I swim over. It's like I'm biting it with my armpit here. Try that again. So arm side swim, look, arm comes low, comes up and over, and we bite, right? If you have a partner, you can hold their actual head if you want. and you can swim up. So here, swim up and over, okay? Now let's assume that they're going for the head side, okay? The head hug side. Watch as I switch off my grip, and now I swim on this side here. Whoop, the same swimming. Okay, now they're gonna swim on the other side. Look, I hand it off first, hand comes down to my pocket, it comes up, and I bite. That's
nice.
it. Let's say you swim on the head again.
Hand off the head and go again.
Head first, hand comes down to the pocket, up and over.
Nice,
and
Kaylee. Those are awesome swims.
Great.
Yes, excellent, every time.
So now let's say it's an arm side swim. What does that mean? We just swim, okay? If it's a head side swim, look, hand off the head, and we're here.
So check out what might happen next, you guys. Stage 1, she's holding me here. So we're in the position of control, and then from here, the person doesn't feel like swimming. Instead, they feel like punching you in the ribs. And if she does nothing, I have pretty significant power right here. So as I pull my arm back, watch what she does. She brings her leg in, boom, and she catches. This is called stage 2, where her shins are blocking my biceps and her hands are hooking my triceps. Look at her knees, how spread they are, and look at her feet. They're kind of near my pelvis right here. So knees out, feet in, and look at her hands relative to her thighs. They're right there. So she's hooking my triceps and she's pushing her shins right into my biceps. It's pretty uncomfortable, but I can't reach her face. And in my attempt to do so, all she does is straightens both legs and lets me back into stage 1. So once again, we're here. I pull the body punch. Her shin comes in, clack. That's one lockup right here. The knee has to be spread. Then the other hand pulls, her other shin comes in. She stays here, follow, follow, follow. And as I lean, watch, she straightens both legs slowly, straightens her legs. That allows me to fall back in, and then she goes back to stage 1. Do you want to do it solo right there one time? Sure. Same thing? Slide
So
a
we're
little.
gonna always start from stage 1.
Everyone
so
get in stage 1. Let's see it, guys.
We've got the head controlled, the arm controlled. Now, which side are they gonna punch on? The head control side, right? That's the side that you're open. This side you're pinching. We're exposed right here. So the side of the head control, that's where they're gonna throw that first punch. So what do? Look, we bring the knee inside, and the arm is gonna be cupping over their arm, right? So knee is inside, and the key thing is here is that I want my arm connected to my leg. And now we pull out the other arm, so it's this, right? I'm gonna show you a different angle. This one, I'll show you all the angles here. Here, and then here, right? So the idea is that these arms are cupping behind their triceps, and your leg should be connected to your forearms. What I don't wanna see is this. Look, open arms, I don't wanna see that. I wanna see connection, and the feet are here, and they're flexed, okay? And your head is like activating your core. It's gonna be a lot of core workout today.
And your shins move, you guys. Your shin pushes based on which punch is coming more aggressively. So if they're punching with the left arm, my right shin pushes it away. When they punch with the other side, I switch. So there's this energy of push, pull, push, pull. If you watch Eve with me with it, so she's in stage 2. As I punch here, watch what she does. Look at that knee, she's pushing. So as I punch with the other one, she's push with the knee, like that, she's pushing. So every time I do that, her shin prominently pushes away so it has more power on the protection. Okay, very nice. And then if the person is in stage 2, what are you gonna do? Let your legs straighten and pull them back into stage 1. So do a cycle, do 1, 2, 1 for them.
Sure.
Everyone get ready for the whole cycle now, check it out.
All right, so we're starting in stage 1. Head control, arm control. Side of the head, that's the first one. We're gonna go to stage 2. Then we pull the other knee, and now we're going to stage 2 here. We're fully here. Maybe we can even kind of flex and cycle a little bit here, extending the knee. And then when they put pressure, look, I extend my legs, and then I'll bring them back into stage 1. Okay, so extend, look, I just straighten my legs, they come back in, and we have the head control and the arm control here. We're back in.
Awesome. Next stage?
Yeah.
Check it out.
Well, I think they should do.
Let's go, run it with them. Let's do it. Or I can do it, you go watch them, come on.
Yeah, let's do that drill, 1, 2, 1.
Follow me, guys. Eve's gonna check you guys out. Stage 1, they pull the punch. Stage 2, go. Boom, connection, follow, 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 follow. Straighten both legs, bring them in. 1, 2, back to stage 1. We're holding. Maybe swim, look. 1, boom, hand off the head. Swim on the other side.
If you have a partner, you can do it.
Boom, pull the punch. Shin come in, other side, shin come in. Everyone follow with both shins. Remember, they're moving here. They're moving.
Nice, Stephanie.
Straighten both legs, boom, and let them back in. Once you're in stage 1, head control, arm pinch.
That's it. You got
Swim.
it.
Boom, hand off the head.
Yes.
Swim.
And then,
boom.
Connecting the back of the tricep.
Shin comes in. Follow. Straight legs. Let them back in. Stage 1, hold. Swim. Boom. Other side, hand off the head. Swim. Boom. Got them and hold, and they're tired. Stage 3.
Guys, this is harder to do without a partner, just so you know. Because the other one, you're like hanging on their body weight. So
Well, yeah, it is a little hard.
Getting a good core workout.
Core workout, because you have to suspend your own legs without laying on a person's body. Stage 3, let's do it.
Cool, let's talk about stage 3.
Check it out.
We talked about stage 1, he pulls a punch maybe, and we come in here, right? What we didn't talk about yet is what if from here, he sits back and he pulls back. If I try to keep stage 2, I'm in trouble, right?
So stage 2 only works if they're moving towards you. If they pull away from stage 2, it sucks because you lose control of the subject. So watch what she does instead, right there. Stage 3, I can't reach her face, look. Okay, so from here, her hips are up, her knees are extended, and her thighs and her torso are too long for me to reach her face. So she's gonna use her knees to suspend her against my body, hands are up, and as I attack, she lowers me back in and she lets me back in right there. So from stage 1, I could just sit up like, boom, she lets me in, and there it is, right there. Stage 3, hands are up.
So notice a couple things about this. Notice how my knees are on his chest, right? My knees are together and my feet are on the outside now, right?
There it
Feet are
is.
dangling, knees are posted. That's it.
Stage 3.
And if you do have a partner, it's very important that your partner's putting weight on you so that you can actually do this. If not, you can just lean on their, put your foot on their hips and you can just elevate here. And I'll talk about if we're doing it solo in a second. Right, so here, this is stage 3, then we bring them back in, back to stage 1.
So you can go to stage 3 from stage 1, or you can go to stage 3 from stage 2. So if I sit up from 1, she goes right now, boom, go back down. If I'm in 1 and I go to 2, she feels it, and then I rip away, she inserts, and she's right here, good to go. Strong knees. Okay, so by yourself one time on the 1 to 3.
Yes. So if we're gonna practice just stage 1 to stage 3, is this a good angle,
Yes.
you think? Cool. So here, so from stage 1 to stage 3, they're gonna push off of our chest, and maybe we don't swim in time, right? So as they do that, we can even push their chest. Now, we can't use their body, so we're just gonna do this. Just gonna switch to posting off of the ground, hips up. Hips up, hips up, hips up. And then when it's time to bring it back in, look, my hips go down, and we come back in to stage 1, okay? So 1 to 3 to 1, let's do that again. So we're here, 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 they push up. Look, I can even switch to both hands on their head, controlling, and then last minute I let them go, boom, right? And now we're here. And so we're protecting, our hips are up, our knees are on their chest, knees together, and then bring them back in to stage 1 here. Okay, now we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 1. So we're in stage 1, controlling the head, controlling the arm, right? They punch on the side of the head. Look, our knee comes in. Now we come in on the other side. Make sure your arms are on the outside of your legs for stage 2. Stage 2,
Knees
they
wide.
sit up. So we go from knees wide to knees in, feet out, and now we're up.
Hips up on 3, ladies. I need to hit, there you go, Isabella. That,
Now
knees
when we
together,
let
knees
it-
together, Isabella, knees together. You have to be
Yes,
touching in the center,
knees,
yep.
knees.
There, you much better, yeah, toes, knees together,
Got
there
it?
you go.
And now bend the hips.
Great,
and
Julia.
now bring them back into stage 1.
Nice, good, Alexander. All the way, close the guard, and that's it, head control, and your head off the ground, ladies, head up, look at it, right here. Protect your
Yep,
head.
Looks great. Great.
Awesome,
So
Karina.
So let's do 1, 2, 3, 1 again. So
Nice,
here,
Monique, I see you, Monique, looking
they
good.
punch on the head side, leg comes in. Now we're coming in, we're blocking, and as they go to sit up, look, knees in, hips up. And we're protecting our face. Our hands are now here, kind of protecting ourselves, and we drop our hips first, right? Hips come in, and then we bring them back in to stage 1 from here. Arm and head control. Looks great.
Excellent, let's add 4 and 5, and we can play a whole game.
Cool.
So check it out, you guys. So stage 4 is when the subject stands up. So if I'm here in Eve's guard, if I pull a body punch, that's stage 2. If I sit up, that's stage 3. If I stand up, that's stage 4. Feet on the hips, hips down on the ground, head off the ground, strong legs, and then she's here defending until eventually she lowers me back into stage 1, okay? So we're gonna talk about that here. Let's do it again as I stand up, watch what she does.
So look, first thing I do is I'm controlling his head. Like I don't want him to be able to sit up. And then I switch to a pull, to pushing on his shoulders. Look, my hips drop and my feet go on his hips here. So now these legs are strong. Look at the angle. It's about 45 degrees, right, to the ground where I'm blocking his hips. So they're here, legs are strong.
And she's
still
connected,
protected.
like she's got me.
We're connected here, yep. And now I'm gonna let him back in. And I do that by bending my legs and kind of slowly letting him back in and then bringing him back into stage 1 where I control the head and control the arm, okay? So that was that was from 1 to 4. Okay, let's do it one more time, 1 to 4. So look, I control his head, look, both hands on his head, and then I let go.
Boom.
And then I push off of his shoulders.
Strong.
Now the legs are here. Yep, blocking, let him back in, here. Now we're gonna go 1, Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
Yep,
okay?
all the way up. So 1,
So we're here in
body
1,
shot.
right? Body shot comes in, boom. And now we're here, 2. As he goes to sit up, my hips come up, and now we're here. He goes to stand up, look, my feet stay connected to his hips. Turn this way, I want him to see the angle of my feet. Look, my feet are out, right? They're not just like
Or just
here,
flat, like
right? They're not like this, right?
They slip out
it's
too easily.
Way too easy. So they're like wedged right on his hips, angled out. Knees are just slightly bent, but super strong, okay? Really strong here. So we're here, and then I can slowly let him back in to stage 1 right now. Cool.
Awesome. I'll do the solo. Eve, go check them out.
Cool.
Everyone lay down and get ready. Follow my numbers, ladies. Follow my numbers. Let's do stage 1 to 4. Stage 1, everybody. They're gonna stand up, stand up, stand up. Watch me. Push their shoulders. Put the feet on the hips. Everybody, feet on the hips.
Yes.
Look at me. Look at my toes. I want your feet like, what do they call this in ballet?
Plie.
Everybody, plie. Plie.
Yes. Ankles touching.
I know ballet,
Heels-
Tracy.
Heels
Look,
touching.
toes out. Now listen, your feet are
Great.
strong, your hands are
Very
up. Watch
Jennifer,
me.
Looking awesome.
When I let them in, ladies, I squat. Look, I squat, and then I bring one leg out, then I bring the other leg out, and then I cross. Back to
Yes,
stage 1.
great.
Now follow me, ladies. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Stage 1, stage 2. Shin comes in, shin comes in.
Got it. Nice, Karina. Yep.
Strong. Now hips
You're in.
up, stage 3. Hips up,
Hips
hands up.
Hands are up, blocking.
There's your
blocking.
stage 3. Look, stage 3 right here. Now get ready for 4. Butt down, heels out, plie. Yes, strong.
That's it,
Hands
Julia.
up.
Great.
And now let them in. Bring them in. Wrap 1, wrap 2, and
Yes.
stage 1.
1 and 2.
Lower them back down. 0. Perfect.
Awesome,
0.
Julia.
From here, nice and tight. Let's go 1, 3, 4. 3. Hips up.
Yes, knees in.
Hands
hips
up. Stage 4. Strong. Nice. And let them in. Back to 1. That was a great drop. Good,
That's
Kaylee.
it.
Awesome.
Clay.
Okay, we're ready. So now we have stage 5. Eve. So let's say she's in stage 4 right here. Look, she's in stage 4. If she's leaning, I'm gonna drop her. But if she's not leaning, like right now, see how she's not falling on me? I can't drop someone who's not leaning on me. So in this situation, I'm gonna wedge my foot on her pelvis, retract my leg, go up, blast her, and get her off me. So now she's right outside my kicking range and she's standing over me. At this point, what I want to avoid at all costs is allowing Eve to create an angle to touch my head. Come around. This is unacceptable. Boom. So no matter what, I must keep my legs between her and I. Here's how we're going to do it, ladies. 1 foot on the ground, 1 foot up. As she walks, so do I. Look, I'm always using my front leg to tag along. Okay, so no matter what, when she decides to attack hard, go big, when she attacks, look what I do. I can always block because my feet were always in between us. It's easy, and then I can let her back in and go back to stage 1. Okay, Eve's turn, and then she'll do it solo after doing it with me 1 time. So we're gonna go 1, 4, 5, 4, 1. Watch. 1, I stand up. 4, if I attack, she drops. If I don't attack, she kicks.
Good. Pushing off of his hip, hips up.
Boom,
Kick,
knockout,
back,
boom.
Get him back, and now we're here.
Now I'm moving.
So the direction that he's walking, that's the foot that's down, okay? And I want my heel lined up, like in between us. Like he's almost too, yeah. There we go.
Yeah, because what happens, if I were to step in range, she's gonna blast and buckle my knee right here. So as you're circling, always be ready for that low kick on their knee. Okay, and then we're circling, and then suddenly when I attack, both feet block the hips, boom, and then she lowers me back in, and she's got me right there. Okay, so Eve, work some solo drills. Everyone lay down. I would do some stage 5 spins first. Slide down a little further
Let's
south.
just do that. So everyone, we're down.
Let's lay down, get ready.
We're gonna do stage 5 first, okay? So our hands are just kind of up, protected. 1 foot is coiled and flexed.
Tight,
okay?
tight knee.
Our knee is tight to our chest if we can. The other leg's here. So we're gonna use the posted leg to drag us in that direction, right? So we're all gonna turn. Everyone turning in the same direction here.
You got, Kaylee,
Use your
watch the
legs.
direction. Yeah, make sure you use the correct foot when you spin.
We're all just doing one direction here, yes. Now practice this, boom. Just
Kick right there, big kick, straight
Still
down,
going
boom.
same direction, and kick. Great, now let's switch legs. So now we're gonna go the other direction. Heads off the ground, hands are protecting. Do a little kick right here, pow. Keep going, keeping that leg coiled. You guys got it. So this is a stage 5 movement, always going towards the leg, right? That's posted. That's the direction that we're gonna go there, right? We're actually gonna follow them, and this leg is gonna help us get there. So now let's do the solo drill, right? We'll start from stage 1. We're gonna go 1, 4, 5, 4, 1. So starting from stage 1, we're here.
Lock it up, ladies.
All
Stage
right,
1,
we're
grab
in
the head,
stage
cross your
1,
legs.
Okay, They go to stage 4. I go to the
Bad guy
head
stands
first,
up.
and then I push them back. And now
Feet
our
on the hips, strong feet.
are on the hips here, right? Now let's say that they're not leaning, so we can't bring them back in. Let's practice this kick right here. Look, foot on the ground. Everyone elevate their hips and just up kick, okay? Just practice this. Foot on the ground, up kick.
Boom.
Up kick.
And in real life, this foot is the one that's on the person. Look. Boom! So you actually use their pelvis as your wedge.
You wouldn't do it on the ground, you would use it on them. Okay, switch legs. Let's practice the other up kick. Up kick. Up
Boom.
kick. Hips are going up and are flexing our foot. Remember, we're kicking.
Nice
with
kick
our
right there,
heel.
Team Linda.
With our heel. 1,
Good.
2.
Nice.
One more. Kick. Great. All right, so we just kicked him back. Maybe we kicked him here. Now we're in stage 5. As they're walking around, remember, whatever direction you're going, that's the leg.
Nice
Post it.
movement.
We're
Good,
here.
Isabella.
Maybe
Good,
they come in,
Alexandra.
maybe we kick once, right? Let's switch directions. They go the other way. All right, and now they're coming back in. As they come back in to try to strike us, look at the legs. Boom.
Boom. Block their hips with 2 feet.
Block with 2 feet, and now let them back in.
Lower them in.
Slowly
Nice,
control
Alexandra.
head.
Good,
And
Karina. Locked
We're
her
back
up.
to
You got
stage
her.
1.
Nice. Good, Monique.
That's it. Okay, let's do that again. So now we're in stage 1. They try to go to stage 4. We control their head.
Control.
And we push them back. Okay, so now we're here.
Feet on the hips.
Feet are on the hips. Heels are together. Right?
Nice.
45
Strong
degrees if
feet.
you
Nice,
can.
Monique. Hold strong.
Okay, maybe they're standing there.
Push them away, Monique.
Kick.
Push. There you
One
go.
kick, pow. Okay, maybe another kick straight, and now we're in stage 5.
Nice.
We start to circle. We start to circle here.
Good, Zira.
Okay, circle the other direction.
Good legs, Kayla. You found the
They
legs
come
now.
in.
You found them.
Now they're gonna try to come in and strike. So what do? Block them, straight legs.
Nice.
And now bend our legs, bring them back
Stage
in.
4. Block him and bring him back in. Bring him back in. You guys block the hips and
Beautiful.
drop them back to. Nice. Beautiful, Alex. Perfect.
That's it. Back to stage 4.
Good, loose.
Now we're gonna do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 1.
Yes.
Okay? So we're in stage
Follow the
1
leader,
here,
guys. Check it out.
right? Stage 1. Actually, before we even go to stage 2, let's do little swims, right? Remember the swims? Come down low, come up, swim the arm. Right now they're swimming on the head side. Hand off the head,
Swimming.
swim on that side, and we're swimming here, okay? Still in stage 1. Now they try to strike on the exposed side. So what do? We go to stage 2. So bring the knee in, right? Shins in, arms on the outside of the shins. Heels are in the center. Now they pull back. So our feet go down, our hips go up, and our knees are together. We're blocking. And now they try to stand up. So they go to stand up, look, our hips go down, and our feet
Nice,
land
Krista.
right on their hips here. Okay?
Stand
They're
up.
on their hips like this. Now maybe we kick off of them.
Feet on the hips there, Krista. Both
Up
feet on the
kick,
hips, strong. Strong
right?
legs.
We can even do an extra
There you
kick
go.
to get them back. Now we're in stage 5.
Back up, bad guy. Backing up, backing up.
Use our legs.
Move around for stage 5, ladies. Let's move in a circle.
We're turning.
Nice, Krista.
Switch directions.
Follow him every direction.
And now they come back in to try to strike. We
Switch
block them.
directions,
And
follow.
we slowly bring
When
them
he
back
attacks
in
you, block
to
both
stage
hips.
1.
Nice, strong, strong. Now let him back in. Bring him into stage 1. Go lean, lean, lean. Let him in. Wrap the head.
That's it.
Over the arm, over the head. Very nice.
Awesome. Cool.
Beautiful.
You want to show them rollover, or what do you think?
Yeah, they're doing so great. You guys, we have time right now because it's so consolidated with the solo practice that we have time for an advanced slice or a different slice that's not normally shown women empowered. So Eve is down. Here's what I would do. If she blocks me and she's holding me away, one thing the attacker might try is to grab the leg and go like this. Boom, boom, boom. Right? Why wouldn't they just throw the legs out of the way and attack your face? Once they realize that your legs are your weapon, they're going to try to toss those out of the way. So when Eve is here and I grab one of those out of the way, if she doesn't know what to do, both legs go. But if she knows the rollover technique, only one leg goes and suddenly there's a replacement leg. Boom. And she's back. So I grabbed it. Watch what happened. As I threw it, there was another leg blocking my body weight until she recovered. Always back in the pocket. Rollover technique. Great technique. Obviously to practice with a partner who can throw your leg slowly and help you roll over. Right? Look how her whole body turns. So the most important part of partnered practice rollover is that Eve uses my energy to pivot her body 90 degrees. Watch her head. Actually, let's line up right with them. Watch, we're gonna line up to you guys so you can see her head. Watch this. If I grab this foot and I throw it this way, her head goes 90 degrees. Watch how slow. See that turn? And then she uses this foot to block my pelvis. And then with this foot holding me, she replaces the foot and then comes back to square one. Now the problem is that's hard to do without a partner, obviously, who's throwing your leg. So here's what you do instead. You leave this foot in the air. I use this foot on the ground. Look, look. I'm gonna purposely shrimp off this foot, bring my head here, watch. And then I bring my foot over, switch. So it's shrimp, switch. And then from the switch, then you want to use your foot on the ground, square back up, and get both feet on the hips. You end with both feet on the hips. Let's try that again. Everyone lay down, one leg up, one leg down. We're gonna do shrimp and then switch. But just make sure you pay attention as to which side my head goes to relative to the leg that's up. So everyone's with me, get ready. We're gonna use the other foot. We're gonna shrimp our hips out. Make your head go down this way. Let's get ready and shrimp and switch.
And then that's it. And then but once you shrimp, make sure you switch the leg, right? So you're shrimping and then switch just this leg first.
This is the rollover. The whole point is this leg's gonna get thrown out of the way, ladies. So you have to switch. Top foot on the pelvis. That's the whole move. Now, push back out and just get back to 2 feet on the hips. Let's try the same thing. Leg up, leg down. Everyone get ready. We're gonna first shrimp. Now watch my feet. I'm gonna switch fast. Switch.
Nice, Alexander. Yes, great switch.
Now
that
recover
was it.
and both feet on the hips.
You got it, Alexander.
Now we're gonna switch other leg. One up, one down. Other leg is up, other leg down. Everyone do a nice shrimp. And now quick switch. Boom.
You got it, Karina. Yep.
And now straighten out.
And now straighten back
And
out.
both feet on the hips.
Yes, perfect.
Now other foot again. Let's do the weak side again. Foot on the ground. Everyone give me a nice shrimp and then a strong switch. 1, 2.
That's it, Julia.
Recover.
Beautiful.
Boom.
And recovery.
Back to normal side. Right leg up, left leg down. Imagine they're throwing your leg. Use the ground. Shrimp. Switch.
Yes, Stephanie.
Recover. Block the hips.
And we're recovering. Nice.
Other side. Weak side. Left leg up, right leg down. Let's do this. Everyone pivot. Pivot. I know your abs are probably burning a little. That's a good thing. Everyone pivot. 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 Let's go. Full circle.
Keep pivoting. Looking good, Linda, Bernice.
Now get ready. We're going to flip. Get ready. We're going to flip it.
Great, ladies.
Switch. Boom. Recover. Both feet on the hips. Now pivot the other way. Spin the other way. Come on, spinners. Come on, spinners.
Keep spinning. Nice, Era.
You're feeling your abs right now. I am. You better be feeling them. Get ready. Here comes. Turn. Switch.
And then switch.
Recover. Block. So awesome, you guys. Nice, Kaylee. Beautiful switches, guys. And of course, eventually when someone's throwing your leg, it's obviously you use their energy against them, whereas now we're all using the ground to make our pivot happen. Okay, we're ready. Here's, everyone sit up. Rest your abs for 1 second. And then we're gonna put some work in here. We're gonna play a game. It's call out game. I'm gonna call out a number. You're gonna do the stage. I call the number, you do the stage. Eve will do the stage with you guys, so if you need to look up and peek at what stage she's doing, you can. But try not to. Just listen. If you hear number 3, you already know. Okay, if you hear the number, go. If I say stage 5, I want you to have one leg down, one leg up, and I want you circling. Circle. Stage 4, block the hips, let them back in. You already know.
One thing to remind yourself of, you know, again, it's hard to kind of feel this in the context when you're doing it solo, but the objective is we always bring them back to 1, right? So we will never go from stage 3 to stage 2, right? So whatever external stage we're in, we will bring them back to 1, right? And if they're in stage 5, then we may have to bring them to stage 4 first and then bring them back to 1, because 1 is really the safest place to be. It's head control, arm control, closeness. And I know right now, without a partner to hang on, it may not feel like you're conserving energy, but that's really what you're doing. You're just kind of hanging there. Your legs are just draped around their body, your arms are draped around their body, and you can actually conserve energy and breathe during that time.
Let's burn some energy here, guys. Everyone, stage 1, let's go. Eve is down. Okay. Come on, you guys. Time to burn a little. Stage 1, on your mark. I want to see swims on stage 1. Do 2 swims, 1 on each side. Swim. Swim 1, other side, hand off the head, swim the other side. Great, hand, keep the head control. There you go. Stage 2, everyone stage 2. Get those knees inside. Nice, bring those knees in, Kaylee, good, Zira. Knees wider, Kaylee. On stage 2, knees wide, Kaylee. That's where you're low and wide, yeah. Hold his triceps, there. Everyone stage 3, knees on the chest. Knees on the chest, hips up. Nice, good, Isabella. Stage 4, stand up, bad guys. Here we go, feet on the hips. Stage 4 is feet on the hips. Strong feet, ladies. Good. Stage 5, back up, bad guys, and move around. Now circle in stage 5, circle, circle, circle. Get ready, they're gonna attack you. They're gonna attack you. When they attack, block the hips with both feet. Attack, block the hips, and drop them into stage 1. Bring them in. Bring them to stage 1. Nice, let's go to stage 3, quick, 3. I wanna see, it's a race now. Stage 1, back to 1. Good, stage 4, go. Feet on the hips. Hold their hips, stage 1, bring them in. Nice. Stage 2, quick, knees inside the biceps. Knees wide, stage 2, your knees are wide. Excellent, guys, looking great. Stage 3, hips up. Nice. Stage 1, bring him in. Shh, wrap him up. Let's go to stage 4, quick, feet on the hips. 4, yes. Hands, block your face. Block your face in stage 4. Hands by your head. Good. Stage 5, circle, 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 circle. Circle, faster. 10 more seconds. Other direction. Other direction. Keep switching sides. Do the rollover technique. Roll over, quick, roll over. Remember the rollover. Nice, you guys. Bonus points. You did it. Lay stage 4. Bring him in, stage 4. Stage 4. Drop him back to stage 1. Stage 4, let him back in. Stack to stage 1. Cross your legs in stage 1 and you win. And time.
Awesome.
Awesome. Excellent. Let's get some questions. Maybe 1 or 2 questions, mandatory. I'm serious. 2 questions. Let's get one. We got one from down there. Luce, we have a question? Luce? Yes, Alexander does.
So I heard you mention in stage 4, arms are out, arms are covering your face. You're not trying to keep them out.
Great question. So when Eve is standing, when I'm here, Alex, look, if I do this, the risk is if she slips by, she might get past my fist punch. Oh. Boom, I'm not protecting my house. So the further away they are, right, I'm there, I might have my hands in the area, but I'm not blocking because there's nothing to touch. There literally is nothing to touch here. So, right, there's no need to actually make contact at this point. All right, so at this point, I'm here. Drive, drive, attack, attack. I'm right in here. And then when I let her in, I'm boom, tight. Cool. One more question?
Yeah, the only thing I will say about that is that there's a split moment where when they're getting out, that you kind of push their shoulders, right? When you're going from whatever stage you're in, like especially stage 1, right? Where from stage 1, I might need to, for a split second, kind of push them back in order to get my feet in place. So the hands go on the shoulders.
But then you come right back home.
We're back here.
Because he might slip by and boom, you want to be tight, you want to have that cage.
So there is a moment where the hands go on the shoulders, just to kind of as a placeholder for your feet to get in. Once the feet are in and are strong, then we're blocking here.
Any other questions? One more? Zero.
In stage 3, what can I do if the person starts to punch my stomach, like in this way?
Great question. So stage 3, Eve is down. The question is, what if instead of punching your face, hips up high? Mm-hmm. Look, from here, they start punching here. Straight down in your abdomen, torso, body shots. Body shots are always a concern. They're not as concerning as a headshot, but it is a concern nonetheless. And all we have to say is this, Zira, from here, Eve is keeping me away for 1 or 2 seconds. We're never hanging out here, ever. So it's 1, 2, she lets me, there's no body shot because she's dropping me in the same breath. So she would let me go right away and that would totally disrupt that distance.
Yeah, and that's another important thing to remember about the timing of punch block series, right? Is when we're practicing these stages, especially because we're doing it solo, it feels like we're in each one for a long time. In the realistic application of this, you're in each stage for a second maybe.
1,
right?
2, boom.
Because each stage has a way to basically beat it. Like you can beat each stage. You just go, oh, if I stand up, I can do this.
Especially if you hang out there for a long time.
If you hang out, that's why there's not just one stage. Otherwise, we would say, stage 1, that's it, that's all you need. But because each stage has some sort of workaround, the objective is that by the time they are at this new distance and have to recalculate the distance from their fist to your face, they've made this new calculation, and by the time that even goes to land, they're already at a new distance that they now have to recalculate. So it's part of it is timing. And we're just constantly changing the distance needed. So it's like, you think you're close and you think you're doing this and now we're up. And now you think this is happening and it's like, now they're bringing you back in, right? And then as you go to stand up, now I have an objective of, okay, the head's right there, boom, but they stop me. So it's always kind of messing with the distance that they have calculated in their head from fist to head.
That's a really good point. I just had a good analogy. I'm watching Kaylee watch us and she's sitting on a rug in the living room there. And I realized, imagine if you had a punching bag and you had a really good boxer. And he had a punching bag and he was standing on that rug and you had 16 people grabbing the rug from all sides and the people were all pulling the rug in random directions while the boxer was trying to position himself to hit the bag that was right in front of him. How challenging that would be, because all the power for the punch comes from them planting their feet on stable ground. If the ground slips out, the punch is completely thrown off. So don't think of punch block series and these 5 stages as fixed positions. Because the rug, for example, if you move the rug 2 feet this way, as soon as the boxer adjusts his stance relative to the bag, he'll knock it out. You see? But if the rug is always moving 2 feet in every direction, so it's not about fixation and control and holding, it's about constant change that never allows the striker to land in the position of perfect distance and power. That's how you should think of punch block series, not fixation, but dynamic, constant changing of distance to throw the person off. It's very fast. Touch, back, 3, back, 1, 4, block, back. They can never get settled, and your head always seems to keep moving targets the whole time.
And all the while, that's exhausting. So missing strikes is an exhausting activity. So that is the other objective of this is not just to not get punched or knocked out, but if we can master punch block series to the point where, again, once we learn how to kind of conserve our energy by using somebody else's body, and we're just kind of hanging our weight on them, our legs are just there, and we're not fighting too hard for any one stage, right? Stage 1, great, they get to stage 2, no problem. Like you're not gonna get to stage 2. It's like we're just flowing with it because we always have an option. So once you can conserve your energy, right, assuming that this person's bigger, heavier, and stronger than we are, the goal with punch block series is to allow, basically for us to conserve our energy and just kind of chill. Right? Just conserve while they're doing what? Exhausting because they're missing punches, they're trying to strike. This happens. Now, the moment this occurs, right, where now this person is more exhausted than us because we've been able to conserve energy, that's when we can pull from all of our other tools of escapes, arm locks, chokes, anything else, right? But you should almost think of punch block series as like just learning how to swim, right? We're in this, it literally looks like an ocean behind us right now, actually, but we're just learning how to swim and tread water, and that's what punch block series is before we even think about any type of other escapes or submissions, all the cool fun stuff, this has to come first, right? So once we kind of feel like, no, I can just stay safe, I can be in this position, stay safe from somebody, then once they kind of exhaust and, there's an opportunity, that's when we can apply all of our other skill sets and the escapes and submissions in Women Empowered.
Okay, grab a chair, close your eyes. Inhale through your nose, big inhale. And then full exhale to the bottom, all the way to the bottom. Let's do it. You're enjoying your socially distant jog through the park, favorite park, but it has a section of the trail that goes a little bit isolated. And you're making your way, and out of nowhere, you don't even see anyone, you just get hit from the side. Boom, tackle. You fall down off the trail onto the dirt side, you hit the ground, right away you turn facing and you realize this man just jumped out of nowhere, tackled you to the ground. You shrimp out, you turn facing them, you slip your legs underneath so that you can wrap his body with your legs. And he's confused because why would you want to put your legs around his body like that? He has no idea why you would object, why would you make that your objective, but he doesn't know that you know what you're doing. So you slip your leg under, you cross your legs, you grab the head, you pull him in close. You're hugging his head. He hates it. He feels like, man, I'm close, but I don't have the distance to hurt or do damage or progress. So when you're holding his head, suddenly he's pushing as hard as he can to free his head, he pops his head out. You insert both knees on the chest, stage 3, our favorite stage. You sit up, or you posture those knees on his chest, he's sitting up, reaching for your face. After 1 or 2 missed punches, you quickly drop him back to stage 1. So before he had a chance to decipher stage 3, you got him back to stage 1. At this point, it's 15, 20 seconds into the party here, and you're now realizing what is happening. You are under attack. You didn't know. First 5, 10 seconds, it was complete blur and craziness. But you've gathered yourself, you've gotten to stage 1, you hit stage 3, you came back to 1, and now you know you're under attack, stay close. And you realize that there's no one around, but you start yelling while you're protecting, you're drawing attention to the situation. You're yelling, but you're here. He stands up, you hold, feet on the hips, both feet on the pelvis. He's attacking, you let him back into stage 1, holding him tight the whole time, blocking your face, staying close. He pushes off your body, you swim back in here. He swings around the side and he catches you in the side of the head, hard, like hits you hard one time around the side, and it hits and it bruises your head, but you're close enough to where it didn't knock you out, and you just stay tight, you hold on even snugger, and at this point you're continuing to yell. Another jogger happens to approach. You see them, help! They come over, and the guy here realizes he's in trouble now. He gets up, and he's gone. Back into the woods. You're free. Your back is scratched up, cut from the dirt, but you're still with us. Self-defense, manage the distance, manage the damage.
And they catch the guy. Right?
And they catch him on the way out. This crazy creeper. Crazy world, you guys.
I think what's most important about that that visualization is the fact that in a fight, you will likely get punched. So even though we're learning punch block series, and the goal is to not get knocked out, it's possible that if someone wants to punch you, that we might get punched.
Yes.
And if that moment happens, and everything we lose everything that that we're now trying to protect, then we open ourselves up for these devastating blows. So it's almost something to like always just think about and remember, like you might get punched and hit and hurt. And the ability to just kind of regroup and to, kind of stay focused on what's important, which in this case is managing distance, because a small punch from this close, right, might hurt, but one from this distance is potentially fight ending, right? So, it's just that's the important part.
You will get hit. Get in a fight, you're gonna get hit. The question is how hard and from what distance. And if you can minimize the distance, minimize the damage, it's as good as we get. Awesome. Tracy has notified us that we have a strike for our friend, Karina Castellon. Karina, congratulations. Today, you earned your 4th strike. Karina's been with us for a long time. It's actually her first Zoom class, and it's also her 4th strike. So thanks for joining us today, Karina. We appreciate you being here, and we hope you stick with us for a little bit longer. We don't have to do this for too long, but as long as we have to go Zoom, we'd love to have you here. So thanks for joining us today. Awesome.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Great stuff, you guys. Thanks everyone for joining us today. We went to the big room today because according to the governor, California is slowly reopening, and we're starting to see, as you can see back there, see the little squares? We made squares out of tape. So we're trying to make little plots where people can come in here and practice. So hopefully not too long from now, we'll be able to reintroduce some classes where we're spaced out and having fun, but in our little squares. So we'll keep you posted, obviously, but from now on, we'll do the sessions from in here because it's good to feel this big room and like that it might be full of people one day, eventually soon, hopefully sooner than later. So good job today, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Lesson number 8 will be on Tuesday night. We'll have lesson number 8. We look forward to that, having you guys there, another survival class. And the journey continues. Make sure you guys get into a Gracie Combatives class if you haven't tried one already. We look forward to seeing you guys there.
Has Monique joined us before?
Monique, where's Monique? Oh, Monique's first class today?
Is today your first class?
Thanks for, awesome. Thanks for joining us. Joseph, thanks for bringing her.
Yeah, great to see you guys.
Hi.
We get it.
Thank you, Monique. And you did great. I was checking you the whole time. It was very solid. Everything looked great.
Awesome.
Thank you, and we'll keep the party going, you guys. All right, you guys, have a great weekend. We'll see you guys on Tuesday, if not during the week for Combatives. Good job.